Dear friends, here we are going to discuss about the boiler performance. Boiler performance. As we know, the boiler performance cannot evaluated by a single parameter because the boiler is made of lots of mountings and accessories, as well as the working pressure and temperature of the boiler is also changed. Hence, we need to check each and every conditions to check the performance of the boiler. There are some main performance parameter that are needed to check the performance of the boiler. First is the evaporation rate. Second is equivalent evaporation. Third is factors of evaporation. Fourth one is boiler thermal efficiency. And fifth is overall efficiency. It is the first or initial definition. It is the amount of steam generated per hour. And second one is it is the amount of steam generated in kg per hour. We can write here 1 and we can write here also 2. It is the amount of steam generated in kg per hour. And some operators is also defined the evaporation rate by another definition, that is it is the amount of steam generated in kg per hour per square meter of heating surface. Or we can also define evaporation rate. It is the amount of steam generated in kg. It is the amount of steam generated in kg per hour by per cubic meter of furnace volume. These are the some definitions that are used by the various operators. But actually there are some problems. The problem is that in this situation the steam is generating continuously and the steaming rate is also depend upon the pressure or temperature also. That's why we cannot have any proper criteria to measure the relative evaporation rate of various boilers. To eliminate this problem, we define another criteria that is called equivalent evaporation. What is the means of equivalent evaporation? What does it mean by equivalent evaporation? It can be defined as it is the quantity of steam generated per hour while feed water temperature is 100 degrees centigrade and steam generated at 100 degrees centigrade at a pressure of 100 degree centigrade or at a standard condition. Okay. Equivalent evaporation. It means the steam generated when boiler is working at 1 bar and 100 degrees centigrade. At this condition, the heat required to convert 1 kg of water into the steam, that is called latent heat of vaporization. That's value is 2257 kilojoule. For environmental condition or for the boiler that is working at 1 bar and 100 degree centigrades. Now we can write here it is the amount of steam generated by boiler when feed water temperature is 100 degrees centigrade and steam at 100 degrees centigrade, that is dry and saturated. This is the condition, dry and saturated at pressure of 100 degrees centigrade temperature. The value of latent heat of vaporization is 2257 kilojoule. To understand this, first of all we draw a diagram that is temperature versus heat. Let we assume water at 0 degrees centigrade at here. As we increase or as we supply the heat, the temperature of water rises up to a certain max temperature. Because pressure is 1 bar, hence the T is the maximum temperature, that will be 100 degrees centigrade. And further adding the heat, the steaming is start or evaporation rate is start up to a certain time period or certain amount of heat, and further it is converted into the dry and saturated steams. But this graph is happening at 1 bar. This graph is also followed similar pattern when pressure is 2 bar or 5 bar, 10 bar, 40 bar, 60 bar. This pattern will be the same. But changes will occur only the pressure as well as temperature both are changed. If the pressure becomes 5 bar, the temperature becomes something more near about 128 degrees centigrade. If the temperature becomes, if the pressure becomes 10 bar, the temperature will rise up to 154 degrees centigrade. It means as the pressure rises, the saturation temperature is also rises. Hence, the latent heat of evaporation is also changed. Let us say HW HS. HW enthalpy of water at 1 bar and at 100 degrees centigrade. HS enthalpy of saturated steam at 1 bar and 100 degrees centigrade. Now, at this condition, the total heat required to evaporate 1 kg of water into the steam, that will equal to 2257 kilojoule. Okay, but these are conditions for 1 bar only. If the pressure becomes 10 bar, the value of enthalpy is changed and the value of enthalpy of vaporization is also changed. The value of 2257 will be changed. Hence, we can define the factor of evaporation. It is the ratio of actual heat absorbed by the water at corresponding temperature and pressure to the latent heat of vaporization at standard condition. That means we can say the heat absorbed by the water, if we assume it is a pressure of 5 bar, then ms total steam generated at 5 bar, HS enthalpy of dry and saturated steam minus HW. This term shows the total amount of heat absorbed at 5 bar, because we are considering about the 5 bar, and value of enthalpy or vaporization at standard condition 2257. The factors of evaporation, it is the ratio of actual heat absorbed by the water at a certain pressure. Let Ma is the mass of water that is available here, mass of water that is available at HW, enthalpy of water at a certain pressure, that may be 5 bar, 10 bar, 40 bar or 60 bar, that may be anything. As the heat is supplied, what will happen? The water is start to evaporate up to a certain limit, up to the HS. HS means enthalpy of evaporation, or where the whole water is converted into the steam, to this level. Now the total heat absorbed by this water, that will be equal to Ma multiplied with HS minus HW, that is the total actual heat absorbed by the water. Now the equivalent evaporation, now the factor of evaporation, it is the ratio of actual heat absorbed by the water to convert into the steam to the latent heat of vaporization at standard condition. That will equal to 2257. Now this term is called factor of evaporation. For this case, Ma is equal to 1, then Hs minus Hw oblique 2257, that is called factor of evaporation, that is equal to the F. Now, what is the overall efficiency? Boiler. As we know, the boiler is combination of various equipments as well as mountings and accessories. As the accessories are involved, the efficiency of boiler is increased. The overall efficiency of the boiler is governed by the efficiency of all equipment. Now, we can write here the overall efficiency of the boiler is, now we can write the overall efficiency of the boiler is boiler efficiency, economizer efficiency and superheater efficiency. These all are efficiencies, sometimes increase the overall efficiency and sometimes reduce the overall efficiency of the boiler as per their performance.